Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Breakfast Stream. How's everyone doing this morning? Pretty good? Pretty good? I'm gonna start with a crunch. And while I start with a crunch, Mao's gonna tell you about a very special birthday boy.
There's a birthday boy in the house. Call for him, because he'll come up.
Sagan! Sagan! Come here, bud. Sagan! The call has been put out.
He may not come up.
He heard it.
Yeah.
I'm sure. So now it'll just be like, huh. I wonder why.
It was also Josh's birthday yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday was also Josh Shepson's birthday. So happy belated birthday to Josh. And happy birthday to Sagan. Sagan is 2 weeks younger. About 2 weeks younger than Kepler. So they're now both 7. Which in cat years is like a while. Like 50. They're old men. Old men. So it's so there are raisins in my toast. That's 1510 bits from Dark Giant 626, who says, "Give this to the best bean. Sagan is the best bean. He is a sweetheart." Mal, did you not make yourself toast? You didn't want your own toast. You just wanted a bite of mine.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. Dark Giant, I appreciate that. Sagan is a sweetheart. He has been a wonderful little boy for 7 years. I like, honestly, when I think of our kitty cats, I just, my heart melts, and I'm just so happy that we have 2 very good cats. Cats can be bad and do bad things, and our cats are generally very good and do good things. Occasionally they'll be a little naughty, but most of the time they're really good. And usually if they're naughty, they just want played with. So
Or food.
So it's nice to actually to have spent 7 years with the boys. They're just wonderful. Well, I mean, we didn't get them at birth, but like, you know. Chad says, "Rip, Chad alerting you about Sagan on the counter."
There were paw prints on the oven this morning, on the stovetop.
He's the best bean. Great cat, great animal. He actually gets better when the background is not something that he can jump on, because you don't know that he's not doing anything good. Let's quickly read some things between the scenes. Subscriptions from K Carbon for 4 months, The Real Mint for 7 months, otherwise Abeth Lauren, Italian Lad 1, Suki Komu, M. Helgelson 76 for 2 months, Kokugan, Space Muffin 24, Bluewood Studios, Secret Adept, and Anna Chibo. Those are all subs that we had between the scenes. And then this morning we've got a 9-month sub from Satsy. Has anyone bought you a Slinky for your new stairs yet? No! Did you know that was like one of my childhood things, was like...
You had a Slinky or you wanted a Slinky?
One of my childhood things was, and this is true, I watched the second Ace Ventura movie, which quickly became... I watched it 16 times. Actually, that'd be an understatement. I did not watch it 16 times. I probably watched it 1,600 times. Thank you, Murmur. That's 2,000 bits coming in at just the right time. 1,000 bits for Sagan and 1,000 bits for being able to catch the stream live for the first time in a while. Have a great day. Thank you, Murmur. I appreciate that. I will give Sagan a bunch of extra pets today for that. Thank you. And I'm glad you're here. So, growing up, I had watched the second Ace Ventura film, and if you've never seen that film, there's a part at the beginning where they're in like a monastery type thing. Tibetan thing where it's like a million stairs. Yeah. And there's a segment where Jim Carrey's character puts a slinky at the top of the stairs. It's like, oh man! And then it's like there's this helicopter shot of it like going down. So the idea is it goes down these crazy stairs. Anyway, that stuck out in my mind as the coolest thing ever. And I had a friend that lived down the street who had a 2-story home, and that was like the ultimate thing. So I got a slinky one year for some weird holiday like Easter or something. You don't get traditional gifts. You get like candy or whatever. And I really wanted a slinky. And I remember getting a slinky and taking it to his house and be like, isn't this amazing? It was like my version of that film. Anyway. So, to answer that question, it was a long-winded answer. Thomas said, you said Jim Carrey's character, not Ace Ventura. Yeah, Ace Ventura, whatever. You know what I mean. Anyway, to answer your question, no. But I would love the opportunity. I'll just say that. Thank you, Satsy, for 9 months. You got 6 months from Hugplex20. 6 months of Crunch. Congrats on the double plus, Hugplex. 8 months from Italian Lad 1. Thank you, Italian Lad. 9 months from Troop Captain 97. I knew you'd be eating more of that toast. 9 months, 9 Peggies, 9 doors. Oh, is that a reference to that game? I think. It's like a... Am I imagining that? There's like a DS game that's got like 999. I can't remember. Anyway, Troop Captain, thank you. Cormand, also at 9 months. Can't believe it's been 9 months of streams. Keep doing what you're doing. Can't wait for the 1 year mark. Thank you, Cormand. I appreciate it. Yeah, 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. See? I have vague game knowledge that's in the back of my brain. Jupicat resubscribes for 8 months. Thank you, Jupicat. 7 months from Sapphire Becca. 7 months already. Time is flying by. More shocking is that I'm finally able to share this anniversary via the app. Sapphire Becca, thank you for being here, and thank you for subscribing for 7 months. Got a subscription also from Galactic Remix, which is a cool name. 9 months from DNA Wheels at Tier 2. That's Golden Toast. Almost a year. Time flies. Thank you for everything you do. Oh, thank you, DNA Wheels. And thank you for being here for 9 months and getting the Triple Plus. A thing that is real and is no longer legend. 8 months from Omega Cyborg. Thank you, Omega. 5 months from Min Panda 33. Thank you, Min. 4 months from Casual Shadow JR. Hello, Kaboom and Magical Muse. Your mission this morning is to entertain your grandchildren over breakfast and defeat the dreaded morning doldrums. Assisting you in this endeavor is the Stare, Guardian, Kepler, and Sentinel Sagan. Good luck. Hashtag TRG Heroes. Thank you, JR. I appreciate that. We do our best. We do our best. I need a sip of this. Mal, I didn't tell you what happened to me last night.
No.
So,
you didn't. Except that you kept me up very late because you were like, Mal, I'm just going to record one more Red Dead.
I'm sorry.
And it's going to take a half hour.
I'm sorry.
So I can either do it now or I can do it after breakfast stream.
I'm sorry.
And I was like, I have like, how?
It's the nature of the
And I was
game.
like, I got 20 more minutes of painting. And I said, so do it now. And it was like 3 hours.
No, I'm sorry. Listen. One of the things you gotta understand about Red Dead Redemption 2
is that you need to finish it and not play it anymore?
Well, what I should do is not
record it late at night.
Record it before bed. Because the problem with Red Dead is that there's occasions where you're like, I'm gonna play this mission.
Jess says, I'm right.
I'm not saying Mal's wrong. I'm explaining, why. Red Dead is the type of game where you, for one, a single episode could be like 2 hours of footage. And sometimes when you're like so sure that it's not gonna be, like you're just like, oh, it won't be. It won't be. No. It is. Even when you're like, no, I got like 2 or 3 main missions I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do them right now. It's what's gonna happen. Life comes at you fast in that game. Things are going on. You're like, oh my god. And occasionally you go to like do a manual save and the game's like, oh, you can't do that here, honey. And you're like, why? And it's like, because you're in a story mission. You can't just save the game. You need to finish what you're doing. And I'm like, oh, cool. All right. So I tell Mal, like, it should be like 30 minutes. And then it turns into 2 hours. In my defense, the game is very good. Mom, I can't save. It's a story mission. Mom, it's online. I don't understand.
Anyway, what happened to you last night?
What do you mean?
You said, Mel, I have to tell you what happened last night.
Oh, well, no, well, I can't, like, I can't tell you anything about the game. It was just, there was a pretty big plot point that occurred.
Cool.
You're gonna play Red Dead at some point, and then you'll get to that point, and you'll think back to this conversation.
Call the kitty. Yeah.
Sagan! Sagan! I tried. Anyway, got a 9-month resub from Mew Rocks. A 3rd plus for my birthday. You shouldn't have. You guys are the best grandparents ever. Aw, happy birthday, Mew! And congrats on triple plus. 3 months, that's a plus for your boy Brandon. Love it. Brandon, congrats on the plus. 8 months from Leah L. Pritchett. 1 month away from triple plus. Love y'all. And P.S. I'm turning 21 tomorrow with my twin brother. Another birthday. Jefferson yesterday. Mew and Sagan today.
Uh-huh.
Mew and Sagan, when you say it together, sounds like Sagan is also a clone experiment that went wrong. And then tomorrow, Leah. Thank you so much for 8 months. Also
Happy
8 months.
birthday.
And yeah, happy birthday. Also 8 months from Missing No Leader. Thank you, Missing No Leader. And 8 months, got a lot of 8 months, from Green Day Rocks 92. Good morning from Toronto. Quick question, do you guys have a convention scheduled this year? P.S. Let's go Raptors. Raptors. I don't know if that's what they do. Probably not. Our convention schedule this year is no conventions, which sounds really bad, but it's the truth, because there was too much on our life schedule, and too much got added.
Yeah.
For us to comfortably do anything this year. So, for anyone who thought that they'd get a chance to see us at any particular convention today, or this year, or today, just gonna throw that in there too. It's not gonna happen. I'm sorry. We will not be at PAX West for sure. We unfortunately have to skip the Southeast Game Exchange, which we did last year, which we really enjoyed, but we cannot do that again. So yeah. Now the trade-off
Flip your phone back up.
Flip it back up?
In case you get a call.
Oh. Okay. The trade-off, however, is that you get some really cool vlogs, because we went to Japan.
Yeah.
And we have another really cool trip coming up this year also.
Yeah.
And, part of me worries, because it's like, oh God, the vlog. And then part of me is excited, because it's like, oh God, the vlog. So, just trade-offs there. We've got a subscription from Moist Towel. That is of Moist Towel's own decision. That's not like a gift sub that was given to a Moist Towel. That's a Moist Towel that's here. I'm just saying, we're collecting all the moist people. Thank you, Moist Towel. 8 months from Miss Ray Moose. Thank you, Miss Ray Moose, for being here, for modding. 2 months from Mets Boy 729. Holy crap, I'm actually catching a breakfast stream on time for once, since I have work at 10:30. I promise to get you out of here by 10:30. I'm like the pastor at church who's like, I promise I'll get you out of here. by 11, you'll be out of here on your way to the local buffet. Don't worry. I got you. Thank you, Mets Boy. Rowan34 subscribes. Thank you, Rowan. We had 1,000 bits from your boy, Brandon. First time tuning in live since I live in Arizona, and it's 6 a.m. At least this peanut butter toast is good. Love the content both of you make, including World of Light and Mal makes. The Starman super painting is my favorite, by the way. Thanks for all the laughs. I can't wait to go to sleep after the stream is over.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, Brandon is my, I guess not spirit animal, just spirit person, because I also am going to be taking a nap after breakfast stream. I don't always do that. I tried to do that as little as possible, but yeah, I had to stay up. I had to stay up and live in the West. So I don't have much of a choice. Either way, thanks for joining us, especially considering it is 6 a.m. over there. Much harder to watch in Arizona. Shout out to all of the people that are on Pacific time. Or just near
Mountain's kind of hard too.
Well, yeah, it gets progressively easier.
Yeah.
Shout out to people in Pacific time. Somewhat shout out to people in Mountain time. Central people, stop complaining. You're fine. It's only 8 o'clock over there. You're up and moving. We got an 8-month sub from JavGamer99. Thank you, Jav. 8 months also from Cyb. Huzzah for 8. Thank you, Cyb. Tier 1 sub from ZachAttack0917. Thanks, Zach. 9 months. That's triple plus for Captain Blargy. Congrats on that. Joshua F36 resubscribes for 2 months in a row. 7 total. Congrats on 7 months, Joshua. We got 1,000 bits from Moist Towel. Enjoyed the latest GTA Online building the pile. Any plans to try with a bulldozer moving the cars? To be honest, we had a lot of different ideas for like how to set up that thing. We ended up, and honestly, the ones that we went with weren't even really that close to what I was thinking.
No.
Especially the first one. The first one, where we just dropped cars into a giant ditch, like that was like not what I was thinking. And it was fine, but I was thinking it on a much smaller scale. When we did the second one, when we're just dropping it off of the little overpass, that was more like what I was thinking. But even then, I was thinking instead of just doing a big pile, we would put like 2 buses or something like to make a very narrow gap and then just drive the cars into the narrow gap to keep them propped up. I don't know. I'm wondering if maybe there's a completely better way of doing it. You know what I mean? Like, I bet that we could revisit it at some point and find a better way to do it. Anyway, we should just do stuff with bulldozers in general.
I'm gonna grab Sagan and get a granola bar.
You had some of that toast and you're like, you know what?
I wasn't hungry before.
Well, the presence of food makes one hungry, I think. Anyway, Moist Towel, thank you for the bits. Also, 999 bits from TrueCrafton97. Now, it was brought up, I'd love to see Steven do a first 20 of 9 hours, 9 people, 9 doors, though he should probably bring Mao, seeing how it's a puzzle game. And in each of those doors are Peggy. 9 hours, 9 people, all running from 9 different Peggys. Peggy is 1, Peggy is 9. Hold on, how many fingers is 9? 9. I'm only vaguely, like, I can kind of see the, like, the box art in my head, for that game.
Guess who I have?
But I don't really know much about it otherwise. Either way, thank you for the bits, Troop Captain. Appreciate it.
I have birthday boy.
Did you bring the birthday boy?
I brought birthday boy.
Did you know as soon as you left,
Huh.
Peggy was something?
Oh, no.
Or was that just you arriving, Sagan? Is that this?
No, come back.
Come back! Come back! Hi, bud. Where was he? Was he
when I got my granola bar, he came into the kitchen and was like, meow, meow, thinking something was for him. Okay, bye. Kippy came up, though.
Sometimes they want to be involved, and then other times they're like, nah. So here comes Cap. We walk down the stairs and just meow. Anyway, that Peggy alert, 2033 bits, was from Miss Ray Moose, who said, "How could I not summon our Lord and Savior?" Peggy has doomed us all. Peggy has saved us all. It's truly a... oh, God. It's too early. What's the word? What's the word when you're with a captor and you love the captor?
Stockholm Syndrome?
Stockholm. Yeah, it's truly Stockholm Syndrome with Peggy. Either way, Miss Ray Moose, Rachel, thank you so much for summoning Peggy, our Lord and Savior, on this beautiful birthday morning for our child, Sagan. Also got 100 bits from Real Moist Pony. I said the name. And 100 bits also from Philip Plays Live, who doesn't have Moist or Pony in their name. And then finally, 100 bits from Adoodle. Thank you guys, appreciate it. Today is an important day. Today is a very, very important day. And the reason it's important is because our furniture is arriving.
Maybe.
What do you mean?
They haven't called us. It may not show up today.
But it's supposed to show up.
It's supposed to. But they never called us.
No one ever calls anyone anymore. Can I get a hallelujah? No one calls anyone. When the ISP person that you talk to on the phone is like, oh, they'll be there tomorrow and they'll give you a call.
And you were like, are you sure? Because they've never called
Because they've never called us.
And they were like, yes, they'll call.
And then they don't call. Or the Sears person that's supposed to deliver your fridge, and the person on the phone's like, oh, don't worry, they'll call. And they don't call, they just show up with a fridge. Or the person
They called your dad.
They didn't call. There was.
Oh, they texted your dad?
No. No. Anyway, no one ever calls.
So online it says our stuff is supposed to be here today.
So that's the thing. That's the thing. And the thing that's been so bewildering for Mal and myself is like, we don't have normal jobs. We work from home.
Yeah, we can be
What
here.
the crap would you do if you had a 9-to-5 job? What would you do? Because you have you're going to be at work and they're going to come here at 3. And then what do?
Yeah.
It's so frustrating. And like, I guess I can't be super frustrated because I am here.
Yeah.
But like
online, like I had to pick a delivery day and I said Friday because that was the soonest it could be.
Yep.
And then since then it's updated. It updated to Monday and then Wednesday and then Tuesday. And I still haven't heard anything and it's been at Tuesday and it's Tuesday. So like, do you take a week off of work? Like what
Exactly.
do you do?
Yeah, because I understand people are saying you take a day off, and that's reasonable.
Yeah.
But it's only reasonable if the company you're working with is reasonable. So
Thomas says, why don't you call them? I'm going to. But I don't know how long it's going to take, so I have to wait till after breakfast stream.
it'll be fun. Anyway, supposedly, maybe, possibly, our furniture is getting delivered today. And that's exciting. There's not that much furniture.
Yeah. And it's really not coming from all that far.
The couch is obviously upstairs now, so we have another couch that we're getting for downstairs. So we have a couch down there. And then we're getting...
Your desk.
Oh yeah, I'm getting a desk. I'm really excited about that because that is not a flat surface. That folding table is not flat.
Yeah.
It tries real hard, but it's not. It kind of comes up in the middle, and that's where my keyboard is. So if I type on the left side of the keyboard goes boom. And then I type on the right side of the keyboard goes boom. So every time I type, I just try to hold my right hand down a little bit harder so it stays suspended in midair. It's so annoying, and it's something I would have never thought about otherwise. Techline wants to know, how's the bed? How's the bed?
Great. We talked a little bit about it on Thursday.
I'm liking it more and more.
Yeah.
I'm liking it more and more. It's really growing on me. Or I'm growing into it. Or
Soon it will be attached to you.
soon I will be a bed. That's what will happen. Also, Brandon said something about it, but for anyone interested, if you're already a patron, or you're thinking about becoming a patron, we did an updated house tour. Obviously, we're going to be showing off the house on the vlog. It's just vlogs are behind. So if you're real interested and you want to see it sooner, I did just post that yesterday? I think yesterday. And it just kind of shows where we are so far. Things are coming together. I mean, like, they are coming together, though. A few weeks ago,
Yeah.
there was nothing in the house.
Yeah. I
And
know.
it just
I
takes
just want the mess to go away, and it makes me nervous.
It just takes a
and
long
anxious
time.
about it.
It takes a long time to unpack. And I think Mount and I talked about how at some point we're just going to take a day and just frickin' do nothing but unpack. And I think if we do that, that would help our sanity a little bit. Because we're getting stuff pulled out, but like, it is a process, so. Armored Frog says, Steven, what's the better purchase? The bed or the camera you kept bugging Mal about for months? That's a hard, well, you see, I like cameras. Beds don't have any, like, well, I guess some beds have buttons and features, but, you know, I like cameras a lot. But it's a great bed. It really is.
It is.
Great camera, too.
I know. I like the camera, too. I want Jeff's camera.
Why?
Because I liked his camera.
Because it's a Fuji and it's very definitively photographer. And it's got like all the old school dials for like ISO and. I mean, yes, it's nice.
I mean, I found my old film camera unpacking the other day. My old Konica.
Yeah.
It's a good camera. Got me through a lot of times.
Got you through.
That was my dad's camera when I was a baby. So like, there's some really good pictures of me as a baby that was taken with that camera, the Konica. And it was really cool because when I started photography, I was talking to my dad and I was like, yeah, I can rent one through the school. And he goes, I have one. And he said, I've never used it in like the last 5 years. So he gave it to me and it had a lens and stuff. And he took a lunchbox and cut foam and made me a camera case out of it because I didn't have one.
Oh.
And when I was, using it, there were dead batteries in it. So I had to change the batteries, and I'm looking at the battery tag to see what size, because they were a weird size button battery. And they said, only use Mallory brand batteries, because it must have been a brand back in the 80s.
Really?
Uh-huh. It was spelled the same, too.
I've never heard of this story.
That's the camera I used for all my film photography in college.
Oh, with Mel?
Yeah, that picture was taken with that camera. And so was all of them that I did at Point.
That's cool. You got a few more alerts here. Techline also asked if I'm going to the pre-release for Modern Horizon. I haven't played Magic in a bit, unfortunately.
Austin talked about going. Maybe he just talked about Roland about the pre-release.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not I'm pretty out of practice for Magic, unfortunately, and taking the time to actually go to the events is difficult. I really want to get to the point where I can regularly play some Magic on Arena on Twitch. I'm not to that point yet, and I try not to think about it too much because I have other things I really need to do. But I'd love to get to that point because I think that'd be fun.
People are saying I'm named after batteries. No, I'm actually named after Mallory Keaton on Family Ties.
You were named after batteries because they knew you'd be such a positive person.
No, I'm named after Mallory Keaton.
She was named after a battery.
A show that I've never seen.
Got 8 months up from CK14500. Hey, Grandpa and Grandma George. Hopefully all is well. I'm glad I get to catch it before I'm at work. Calvin, glad to have you here, and I hope your day at work goes well. Also got a 9 month sub from Micro X Roses. 9 months, a Twitch baby is born. Thank you, Micro X Roses. Congrats on your triple plus. Since we were talking about it earlier, I'm actually going to go ahead and roll the beans. Everyone, get your beans ready.
Beans.
3, 2, 1, let's beans. 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 Everybody look at them beans. 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 I've never actually seen that show. We have the show. Someone sent us the show.
Yeah.
And I so desperately want to watch that. We haven't started another show yet.
No. Because
life has been a hellscape of transition. But I would really love to watch it. It also does the correct thing that anime should all do, where instead of trying to create a series forever, they just have an idea of what they want to do with a set amount of episodes, and they accomplish it in a reasonable amount. Strong opinions, animes with less than 30 episodes are the best. Because they're to the point and they don't wear out their welcome. I'm sorry, I love Dragon Ball. I mean, I love it for a lot of nostalgia reasons, but like, it's the same thing with it doesn't even have to be anime. There's like shows that they're like, hey, we have this idea for a show. It'll be like, 6 or 10 episodes, and then there you go. We told the whole show, and people are like, cool, where's season 2? And they're like, there is no season 2. We had an idea for what is essentially a long movie. We released it. It's done. Just saying. Trigun, great show.
Well, that's
Fully
because
Cooley, great show.
Trigun has the same problem most of them have, where they started at the same time as the manga, and then it finishes soon.
Someone said, what about Full Metal? Was that too long? Well, I haven't seen Brotherhood yet. That's the thing we're going to have to get around to watching. I've only watched the original. And it's been forever now, it feels like, since I watched it, but I definitely remember like some filler stuff and some things where I was like, it's not that the show was bad. Overall, the show is very good, but like, keep it succinct, and that is a problem where they're trying to, when they outpace the manga. Make 6 episodes. All TV shows should have 6 episodes. If you can't tell it, if you can't tell your story,
we could watch Conan.
No.
What movie just came out? 22, 23?
Like here's my point.
And that's just the movies that aren't like.
my point, because someone brought up, what was it? I'll never remember. Naruto. So like Naruto, One Piece, Dragon Ball, like all these shows, all these Shonen Jump shows, they've been going on forever. But if your show legitimately has 500 episodes, there are so many episodes that are bad, or at the very least, you have multiple very mediocre episodes. I would rather watch something shorter that takes less of my time and is just real good. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that I don't love Goku teaching Piccolo to drive.
I do love that episode.
There can be some good.
I don't like when they're stretched out, like, screaming, yelling ones, but I like the stupid filler.
Goku! The planet's gonna be destroyed in 5 minutes! Okay, is that 5, like, real minutes, or 5 Namekian minutes? Namekian. Let's just go with Namekian. It's gonna take, like, 7 episodes. Anyway.
I need to make you watch something, because you made me watch something.
But I thought, like, I watched a thing.
What?
I don't know.
What thing?
I don't know right now. I did make you watch 500 episodes of Dragon Ball, and I feel kind of bad. But also, if you wouldn't have watched it, you would have never gotten to experience the Magic School Bus episode.
I do love that one too.
Where Goku and Vegeta are in the stomach of Majin Buu, and Vegeta has these really weird one-liners. And wasn't it worth watching 450 episodes? I know. Oh. Wasn't it worth watching 500 episodes to get to that point?
I've seen most of Conan because we watched Conan.
I do. Thomas says, or Let's Plays that are 100 episodes. No, you should watch that. No, you should watch Let's Plays that are long. That's completely different. I highly recommend you continue to watch the things I make.
I've been watching Fruits Basket, the new reboot.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. It's real good.
I can see that show in my head, but I've never actually seen an episode. Anyway, we got on this because Cowboy Bebop is succinct and is like 26 episodes or whatever, and I've never actually seen it, other than seeing like an episode or two on Adult Swim a decade ago, so we should actually watch it, especially because we own it. A viewer sent it to us, I believe, on Blu-ray, so we should watch it sometime. Maybe that'll be the next thing we watch.
No.
What would you like to watch, Mel?
I want to watch...
Like seriously, not like, we're going to watch Detective Conan.
I want to watch the movie I got for Christmas a year and a half ago.
What?
In this corner of the world.
Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. Like, let's actually, like, set a date and do it.
Okay.
When?
I don't know.
This is actually the worst week.
Yeah, I know.
This is like a terrible week.
Next week.
Next week. Let's watch it next week. Let's actually do it. I haven't seen a movie since Star Wars, which was November.
Yeah.
So I have not watched a movie in like 7 months. But yeah, let's do that. That would be fun. What was I gonna say about?
Bebop?
No. I don't remember now. My brain temporarily. Oh, I was gonna say stream. Are we going to announce that we're doing a stream?
Oh yeah, you should announce that.
We're gonna do a stream on. We wanna say Friday. Is that fine?
Yeah, it should be. I mean, with me.
We're gonna try and do we're gonna try and do a game stream. We're gonna try and do it Friday. We'll have more to announce.
Brandon said, "Yeah, it's fine."
Yeah, I'm right now. I'm just talking to Brandon. Brandon, are you gonna be around Friday? Yeah, we'll talk about it more on Thursday. But that's what we'd like to do. We've been trying to make sure that we do a game stream a month. Did you just go to get a drink? There was no drink. We've been trying to do a game stream a month, and we're gonna try and continue that. And that's our goal. Is on Friday we'll do a game stream for some amount of time. Also, T-Brin says, will you guys be reacting to the Pokemon Direct tomorrow? I didn't plan on it, to be honest. I'm just not, it's not that I don't like Pokemon, but I don't think I like Pokemon enough, if that makes sense, because, like, I don't actively play the games. I like them, they're too much of a time sink, basically. Because in my youth I got all the Pokemon games on launch, and I played the crap out of them. But nowadays I don't have time to play them, so I just have kind of faded out of that. Still like the series, and I still like the games. Mm-hmm. We had started playing X and Y, and that was kind of a big wake-up call of like, wow, you don't have time to do this, because I don't know how far we got, like the third gym?
I don't remember.
It was not very far. So yeah, we probably will not be doing a reaction to that, because like I don't even know anything about like the series now. I might be like, wow, look at that, that's new, and everyone will be like, that was in the game 5 years ago. So that's my thing. But I did do the Mario Maker
and WWDC. Casual Shadow JR asked, so
yes.
You watched it yesterday.
Yeah, and obviously it'll be a while before that's out, but that's okay because WWDC was largely underwhelming. Mm-hmm. So if you didn't watch it, you weren't missing out on much. iOS has dark mode now, finally. Sidecar is a thing that exists. It basically allows you to use your iPad as a second monitor / tablet for your Mac.
I am excited about that.
That's a really good feature. I'm surprised it took this long to implement. Having a second monitor is good if you're traveling.
There's an app. Is like a paid app that you could do. But
yeah, it's existed before, but it was a paid app. Now it's just built into the OS, which it tends to be Apple's thing that they do a lot, is that they'll wait for developers to do something really cool, and then they'll just add it to the OS, which probably sucks for the developers, but ultimately makes it really, really nice for those using Apple products, because there's so many good, robust features just built into the OS. So that's cool. And then otherwise, we got a chance to see the Mac Pro. The cheese grater. It does look like a cheese grater.
It does.
Like, it looks very similar to the old Mac Pro in many ways, but yeah, that, whatever you call it, the holes.
The holes. Vent holes?
Yeah, the vent holes or whatever. It's a cheese grater. Definitely looks like a cheese grater. We got a 9-month sub from RosaFan84 Pie. Triple plus, baby! Congrats, RosaFan, on bum bum bum. When Law and Order goes one step further, that's what you get. We also got 200 bits from Listen Little Bear. Pride bits for Pride Month. Thank you for awesome content and sending hugs for the birthday fuzzies. God, I vaguely remember an email now, and I think it's happening now, and now I'm scared because I don't know enough about it. I'm fairly certain. You guys are going to have to let me know if I'm right on this, because I get emails all the time, and sometimes I'm like quickly reading them and moving on. Twitch sent out an email, and I think if you cheer with the Pride cheer during Pride Month, they're donating some percent, like 10% of the bits. Like, Twitch is donating their own. It doesn't come out of any of the streamers' bits. They just are donating in addition to the Trevor Project. Some of those details might be, like, vaguely correct, but I'm pretty sure that's happening. So if you're going to use bits in, I guess it's just all of June?
I guess so.
Or some amount of time? I can't. Sorry. I read emails and they kept moving. Then I'm pretty sure using the Pride cheer
200
specifically.
200 bits or more.
200 bits or more.
Someone said. And yes, it's Trevor Project for every mega cheer of 200 bits or more.
Okay. Thank you, Brondo. Yeah, for every mega cheer of 200 bits or more that uses the Pride emote, they will donate a percentage. Yes. So I knew it was in my brain somewhere. I was like, what you hiding in there? Come on out. That information was there. It got there. Anyway, thank you, Lissa. Also got 100 bits from Generic Juice Box. Thank you, Generic Eric Juice Box.
You okay?
That was hard. G and then a J? That's sometimes difficult to say. Also got 100 bits from Squid. Thank you, Squid. 500 bits from Moist Towel, who says, not going to buy the monitor stand for $999. That was the funniest moment of WWDC, was the audible gasp. Mal didn't watch it with me.
No, I was working.
So I had to just kind of update her on how the event went.
Yeah.
And
I could tell because I'm in your little WWDC chat with Jeff and Chaz and everyone. Yeah.
So if you didn't watch the event, they announced the monitor, and the monitor is incredible. I understand that there's going to be a lot of people that are like, that who would pay that much money for a monitor. A lot of people, actually. The monitors, pro level monitors that are color accurate, are incredibly expensive. We had some at SCAD, and they weren't even like high definition ones. They were like standard definition ones, and those things were crazy, like super expensive. So yeah, a color accurate, like nice monitor is actually thousands or tens of thousands of dollars. Like the 4K HDR ones that I've seen online, like Apple quoted like $40,000. That's right. They are crazy expensive. Anyway, so they unveiled the price of the monitor, and it's $5,000. And in all of the images that they're showing, the stand is in the picture. And then when they start to talk about the prices, they're like, the monitor's $5,000, and then, if you want the stand, it'll be $999. And there was an audible gasp from the audience of like, what? Are you serious? What? And I think that was a little rough. It was clear the audience did not like that at all. And like, I understand that Apple's going to do something to make the stand nice, and they talked about how it's got this special hinge or whatever, but as nice as it'll be, and I'm sure it'll be nice, there's no way it's worth $1,000. But it's the Apple tax. There's just an Apple tax for having their products. I think it would have been a better move to just charge more.
Yeah, people would have felt better about it, I think, then.
Yeah, because $5,000 is probably, we're going to have to get the product into reviewers' hands and look at it or whatever, but it seems like it's probably very much worth $5,000 for the monitor. That being said, it would have been better if they would have charged more to just have it all together than to charge for those stands separately. I get the reasoning, because there's going to be a lot of people that just don't need the stand, but then have them take it off or something. Holy crap, that's... It was...
Or give a discount if you're like, I don't want the stand. Because then people would have been like, ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been the way to do it. Is
Yeah.
you remove the stand, and it's like $6,000, and you remove the stand and it goes to $5,500 or something. Because they would have still made the same amount of money,
Yeah.
more money for people that remove the stand, and people wouldn't have felt like they got ripped off. So that was a strange fail on on their marketing team. Like, what are you doing? That's not how you do this. Anyway. Thank you, Moistel, for the bits. That was a long tangent. We've got a subscription from SZ Universe. Thank you, SZ Universe. 500 bits from Risaka Gaming. Good morning to both of you. Just woke up to catch the stream. How excited are the both of you for E3? What are you looking forward to the most? I've been playing through Rise of the Tomb Raider, and I think Tomb Raider would be a great first 20. So, quick thing. The original Tomb Raider remake, the one from like 2013, I did actually do a first 20 of. You should check it out because it's fun. I'd love to play through that game at some point, maybe on stream when I finally get around to doing those. I'm vaguely excited for E3, like kind of.
I just want Animal Crossing.
Like,
it's probably gonna be Christmas though.
I mean, honestly, yes. Like November. Like that would be my guess for Animal Crossing. The thing with E3 is that a lot of the games that I'm interested in lately have been Nintendo titles, and we already have information about them. You know what I mean? Like, we know that Luigi's Mansion 3 is happening. Mm-hmm. Animal Crossing is happening. Mario Maker drops this month, and like that's
all you care about.
That's all I really care about. I want Buenosaur wants new Smash DLC. Same boat, but
I think there'll be some announced at E3.
I bet there's going to be one that is released.
Yeah, on the day of. They like to do that with something.
Well, think about it. They're trying to release 5 characters in a window of like 1 year, and they've only released one.
Yeah,
we've only have Joker.
Because Piranha Plant wasn't part of that.
Exactly. So we got 4 new characters to get, and we've got not a year left. So they got to start getting them out. So I wouldn't be surprised if at E3 Nintendo was like, we're announcing this character. They're available today. And you know that's kind of probably what will happen.
Everyone at Coliseum wanted Animal Crossing.
Yeah, everyone wanted
That's why
Animal
Jack
Crossing.
drew the pentagram and barbecue sauce with the amiibo around it. We were all like, yes.
Pikmin 4 would be certainly good news. What I'm most interested in is for them to continue re-releasing Wii U titles. Sorry, like there's so many people that missed out on Wii U. Port some of those games, man. That's what I think. Otherwise, we know that the Switch has got Super Nintendo functionality, like that's been discovered within the system files. I don't know when they plan to ever do anything with that, but like, please, when you get a chance. Otherwise, I don't know. Sony's not doing a conference this year. So I won't be watching Sony's conference because they don't have one. I think it's because they just don't have enough to release. Yeah. Honestly. Last of Us is getting pushed back again. So like, I'm excited about Last of Us 2, but it's gonna be like 2020 now. And then Microsoft, I don't know what they're doing. Something. They were working on that game with the zombies and the motorcycles. I don't know where that's at. Or maybe that was Sony. I don't know. Anyway. All right. Moving on. 200 bits from Cinderdog. Happy Pride. Woo! Got the Pride bits for the Trevor project. Appreciate that. Thank you, Cinderdog. And then 300 bits from Laney Bears. Thanks, grandparents. Pride, pride, pride. Thanks, grandparents. Appreciate it. Thank you, Lainey. We'll wrap it up here with just a few more minutes of the chat. Thoughts on Death Stranding? I didn't watch the new trailer, but I conceptually I like weird stuff, so I'm about it. Flash Firefox says, I don't think we'll hear anything about BioShock 4. Didn't they announced? God, it was a few months ago or a year ago at this point that they were working on BioShock 4. So like, bring that on, please. I sometimes forget that I beat BioShock 2 and that I am now allowed to play BioShock Infinite. Did you get a call?
No.
Furniture?
I'll call after breakfast stream.
Where's the couch? So yeah, there's E3's always exciting. You know, another thing I'm vaguely excited for is the remake of Final Fantasy VII. I never beat Final Fantasy VII, so I guess I'll finally beat it whenever it comes out 25 years later. Did you know that you can boo comments on Mario Maker 2? I saw that that you can do that. I was actually really impressed that you can just leave the Miiverse-esque comments on the levels again, which was really exciting too. Now, I told you that Mario Maker 2 now supports multiplayer.
Oh, I know.
So occasionally I may ask you to join me for some levels.
It needs to be very occasional.
Oh, it would be, yeah, it's not going to be like every week. I've been thinking about how I would approach it, and I'm thinking there would probably be like special weeks in the year.
Okay.
And it'd be like for 1 week, so for 5 levels.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, oh, it's a Mao week. Mao's joining Steven for these levels. And they could be easy, they could be hard, but that would be, that'd be the idea. Mao is already done. Mao hasn't started, Mao's already done. Yeah, and then maybe Dan. I think that'd be fun for Dan too, because Dan's editing the series and he does all the visual gags and everything. So like, him being in the episode itself would probably be fun for him to edit. That'd be my guess.
Dan days, Sapphire Becca says.
Dan days. Maybe Roland. I don't know how good Roland is at Mario, but I don't know. He might be like Prodigy.
Maybe.
He does work at a video game store and like plays video games and loves video games. So I've never actually like played a whole lot of games with Roland. Ironically.
Yeah.
I've played Smash Brothers with him a little bit.
Works a lot.
It's true. He does. He works a whole lot. Oh, and the other thing. Sorry, just came to me. Link's Awakening. Nintendo's announced a lot of great games for this year, and I'm pretty pumped about it. So I would really like to see that stuff. I don't know what they're going to talk about at E3, and I'm sure that there will be at least like one like, oh, what? Wow, cool. Something. But like,
there's the cats.
They've already announced so much stuff. Who's good boys? What?
Can't be chased Sagan up the stairs. We just heard the distant thunder of cat paws on the stairs. The distant
thunder. Will you keep going from 800 to make Super Mario Maker 2 Season 2 Episode 1? It will start at Episode 801.
Oh, will it? Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep the same numbering because the series is not Mario Maker 1. Yeah. It is just Morning Mario. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to start at 801. We have a pretty big head start on Super Mario Maker 2. So, yeah. Satsy asked, when's Mario Maker 3DS? That was a plan I had hoped would work. Unfortunately, after throwing in the terrible cocktail that was being forced to move, I don't know. I honestly don't think I'm going to be able to do it. That's the big problem. If I do it at all, it would be a very occasional thing. Like here is a little bit of it. But that being said, I'm pretty sure people are going to be more interested at this point in seeing Mario Maker 2 than 3DS. I was really hoping that what would happen is, like, we would get back from Japan, and I would, like, work on that and have some of that coming out.
Yeah.
And it was just impossible. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh! Before I let you go this morning...
but I need a nap.
Well, I'm letting them go, and then you can take a nap. You poor thing. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This is the horse game.
Over the course of the
horse
breakfast game stream, I've just been...
Yeah, actually, fun fact, if you watch any breakfast stream...
I always do that.
And, well, it's natural from sitting on a couch, but especially you, and if you just, like, quickly scrub through the timeline on, like, YouTube, you'll see both of us sink down a little bit, but Mal just... What was I saying? Oh, you got me distracted. What was I saying? Ah, no. I gotta scroll up in the chat. What was I saying? Oh, God. I said before I let them go, I was gonna do a thing. Ah, jeez. Ah, jeez. I don't remember.
You already talked
Vlog! Thank you, Luna Boy. I was gonna say that I have the next vlog done. It's uploaded. I will get it released soon. Actually, you know what? I've been releasing stuff at 3, but only whenever I'm, like, on a schedule, and I don't give a crap. So I'm just going to when I end breakfast stream here, I will get the vlog released. So if you're you know, it's 10 a.m. Eastern, if you're still looking for something to do, I got a 18-minute Japan vlog that's done. That assuming it's fully processed, I'll go ahead and release to you guys. Then you have something to watch. It'll probably take me like 10-15 minutes to get it out, but like, then you'll be able to watch it. All right, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Keep in mind that on Friday we're going to attempt to do a game stream, but we'll talk about that again on Thursday. And I've got to let this poor woman take a nap. I also need a nap, so we're gonna take a nap and hope that IKEA calls us. And not just comes to our door and
I'll
just,
call them
like,
while you're releasing the thing and see what they say.
They're gonna come to the door while we're taking a nap and go, I guess they're not home. And then just drive away and never bring us our furniture. That'll be what happens. All right, folks. Have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. And we will see you Thursday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern for more Breakfast Stream.